Alright, so before I continue my review, I just want to mention, because you guys will be seeing my nails, I'm wearing Zoya Reese, stamped with Konad image plate M70, this little scribbly design here. And of course there will be pictures of that up on my blog if you'd like to see more. Here are just some closer up looks of the plates, and I hope you guys can see this. I'll try to minimize the glare. This one has like some flowers. This thing looks kind of like maybe a sun and a butterfly. Here we have some more flowers, a little seahorse, a dragonfly. This one has another butterfly, an apple, a heart. This one has some full nail designs, and this one has some more hearts and flowers, and another dragonfly. That's kind of weird to have two dragonfly designs in this small of a set. You can see this one's a little more delicate. This one's a little bit more robust. And to remove the film that's on here, I'm just going to use a tweezer, which is what I normally use because otherwise it's hard to get a grip of the edge. So you want to just peel that off so you can see the plate underneath. And most of the designs, one thing I noticed is the lines are pretty thick in comparison to like some of the Konad designs on this one. Wow, you guys can like totally see my overhead light there in that reflection. But you know, like this one here has so many fine lines, and I'm wondering if they stuck with kind of the wider lines because they have shallower etching. So that'll just remain to be seen as I do some test stamping. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is the full nail images are pretty narrow compared to like on this Konad plate here. You can see that the Konad full nail design is a lot wider than the Salon Express full nail design. In comparison to Bundle Monster, the full nail designs from the second set I got are also quite a bit bigger, but if you were to compare them with, I guess this would be like first generation Bundle Monster or the first Bundle Monster set, they're about the same size. For some people, this might be fine. For those of you with long nails like me, I mean, you can just see by comparison there, it's really small, really narrow, and it makes it a lot harder to do double stamping when I already have to stamp twice on my nails for most designs. So I'm just going to grab a piece of paper here to do a couple tests. And the first thing I'm just going to show you guys is I'm going to use some of my red special polish here. Like I mentioned, they claim you can use any polish. I doubt that. Go over the hearts, because hearts are usually red anyway. And get the scraper out here. The scraper is actually almost too big, and as I scrape it, it doesn't do that great of a job, honestly, of getting all the polish off. But as I kind of suspected, the red shows up nicely on the stamper, but there's so much excess polish on there that, I mean, the design, if I were to actually stamp that, the design is super messy. So, first impression, first stamp, I'm not that impressed. I'm not sure if it's the image plate or the scraper. So I'm going to try that same design with my Konad scraper and see if that has any better results. Now look at that, just came off really nice and clear. And I'm going to do it again on here so you guys can see. There's no residue on there. So thumbs up on the stamper, thumbs down on the scraper. You guys can see there, that's the one I scraped with the Salon Express scraper. That's the one I scraped with my Konad scraper. I mean, just looking at them, I don't see a whole lot of difference other than how wide the blades are. Can you guys see that? The Salon Express one is maybe a 1/4 inch longer, which doesn't seem like that much, but I think it must just have to do with, you know, how the pressure applies. With a little experimenting, maybe you can get it to work out better. In fact, I will give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to try it again. Same design with the Salon Express. And I'm trying to just apply even pressure, and I think you guys can see that that's just not very clean. Try it with the opposite side. It's still just smeary. I don't like their scraper at all. With my Konad scraper, even though the polish is starting to dry, it does a better job. So, yeah, if you're using their scraper, good luck. I don't know what else to say other than to reiterate my suggestion of using like a credit card or something plastic. I unfortunately don't have anything handy to test that theory with. But I'm going to do my couple other experiments with my Konad scraper because I just prefer it, and I think you guys can see why. I'm going to try this little kind of flowery design here with some black polish because this is one of the slightly more detailed designs that I could find. And as I pick this one up, I think you guys can see, if my camera will cooperate, it didn't quite transfer all the way. So a lot of people, you know, have problems like that sometimes with the Bundle Monsters or other generic plates, and the explanation is that they're not etched as deeply, so it's easier, you know, to get gaps in the design when you're stamping. I'm just going to try this little flower here also. This one turned out a little bit better. If you can see, come on camera, refocus, or not. I got most of the detail there. There we go. But still just a few gaps up here. Now, I'm not going to say that Konad is always flawless, and there's that just stamped out on the paper. But let me just grab this one right here and do these flowers just to show you some of the very fine detail that Konad stamps have. So if my camera will focus on that, you see the lines are very thin and yet still very defined. So I mean, I'm not going to go through and test every single plate that came with it, but just from these couple of tests, I'm going to say you'll have better luck with the thicker designs like this heart or these stars and a crescent moon rather than like this flower with all the line details. If you guys would like to see some more comparisons, let me know. I'm not averse to doing a part 2, but I don't really think I have very much else to show you. I mean, that's the stamper, that's the scraper, that's the plate, and that's my impression. Is it worth $10? Yes, definitely. You can, I mean, if you can't find Konad and this is all you can find, go for it. But if you can find Konad and if you can afford Konad, it is a higher quality product. And there again is just a look at my nails that I did with the real Konad. So yeah, I would definitely say that Konad is my favorite of all the brands that I do have, but for the price, you can't really expect it to be the same quality. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. Here's another just quick look at the little booklet that came with it. They even show it like as a pedicure. I don't do nail art on my toes, but if you want to go ahead and stamp on your toes, go for it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching.